We've been bringing you discussions around some of the biggest business topics in the state every 2 weeks on 9 News Plus, and it's time for another new episode of Business Buzz. It's going to air tomorrow. Host and 9 News business expert Ryan Frazier joins us to talk about it. Ryan, thank you for being with me this morning.
Eric, it's always great to be on, especially with you, the one and only Eric.
You're the best. You're the best. It's great to have you live and in the studio this morning. So let's talk about this new episode, you and Ed Sealover of the Colorado Chamber of Commerce. You've been working on some new topics covering in tomorrow's episode. What can we expect, Ryan?
Gosh, we cover so much on the Business Buzz. We dig into a lot of meaty business issues. So we're going to be talking about the 340B program, which is a huge program that requires pharmaceutical manufacturers to discount certain drugs to hospitals for low-income individuals. There's a big fight at the state capitol that could have huge implications for that program. We're also talking about these regional talent summits that are happening around the state of Colorado to try to address the skills gap that's between high school graduates and university graduates and what employers are looking for. And then we're talking about the federal job cuts. You know, there's a lot of that talk going on around the country, how those things could potentially implicate or be impactful here in Colorado in terms of not only those individuals, but the communities where they live. And what are the opportunities for those individuals to pivot into other industries, other jobs?
Really hot topics right now, Ryan. Yeah, so we actually have a clip on the federal job cuts topic and their impact in Colorado. Let's take a listen.
What is your take on the ability to continue to grow our economy when we're seeing potentially pretty major cuts to our federal workforce?
Well, let's think about this. This is a two-part process. The federal government is now cutting jobs and it's saving spending. What are they going to do with that money they're saving? I mean, we're not seeing that that input back into the community yet. And this is admittedly not an immediate process, but are those going to go back to the community in forms of tax cuts that entrepreneurs may be able to use to grow their businesses? Are they going to go back to the community in forms of maybe cuts in regulations that employees will use?
It's so important to you to bring these discussions to our viewers.
Erica, you know, I'm a business guy, I run a business, you know, and it's important because people really need to understand what's happening in business with our economy and how it impacts them. And that's what we try to do on the Business Buzz, is really unpack these. We have a little more time to have a meaty discussion so that people understand what's happening and why it's relevant, and hopefully they can stay informed, be engaged, and get ahead of the game.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Ryan, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate you. And if you haven't seen it, you can watch the current episode of Business Buzz on 9 News Plus at 11:10 this morning. And then that new episode is going to be airing tomorrow at 2:10 in the afternoon. Ryan, thank you so much.